This is an app I was already supposed to have covered, and I never gotten around to it. So far, I still see that it's not as popular. I don't hear too much about it, so maybe you've still never heard of it. So here's another app you may have not heard of yet, and it is called Rhymer's Block. This version, again, for songwriters and poets. So as you can see, I already have something entered that I was working on. This is a line from the song or poem that I've been working on recently. I spoke about it a little bit in my last video. I have other old entries in here that I was just playing around with. So if you wanted to start a new entry or start fresh, you would just hit add new, obviously, and then you would enter your title there. The title is not going to give you any rhymes or anything like that. Where it says begin writing here, then you will get the words that may rhyme with, whatever you're typing. But I'll show you that in just a second. So I don't play around with the add folder, really. I never messed with that. But if you wanted to, it is there. Most of these features down here I've never messed with. You can create a profile. The block, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that is, because like I said, I've never messed with it. The only thing I use it for is when I'm stuck on a certain line or a certain word and I may need a little help with it. So I'm gonna go back to the one where it says deep cleaned my space, furniture rearranged. So as you can see, now that I've started it, it's gonna highlight the words that rhyme with each other. So space and rearranged is saying rhyme with each other. Some of the words that it's saying rhymes with rearranged and space is arranged, changed, deranged, exchanged, unchanged, estranged, and so forth. Some of them have a long, list to scroll through, and then some of them, like this, are a bit shorter. Let's see space and see what comes up. See, space has a little bit, it has a lot more than rearranged. So if you can't find what you're looking for or anything to help you with rearranged, just try another version of the rhyme. So with space, we have pace, base, place, face, case, race, grace, chase. Let's go down. Phrase, raise, ways, lays, gaze, trays, praise, glaze, graze. It sounds like some of those I'm saying the same word, but sprays, chase, praise, graze, and so on. Erase. So you would just have to think about, okay, because you don't just want to put anything. So deep clean my space, furniture rearranged, and then type estranged range, rover. You don't want to do that. You gotta still sit there and think about, okay, what's going to be the perfect rhyme and what's going to still make sense to the theme of the song or their poem. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna be too serious with it, but let's see, deep clean my space. I see unchanged here, but I don't want to use that, so I'll use changed. Deep clean my space, furniture rearranged. Erased was one of the words, so we can use that. Whiteboard, erased. And now we got to throw in change. Deep cleaned my space, furniture rearranged, whiteboard erased. It's giving me some rhymes for erased. We have misplaced, displaced. We can say something about things were being misplaced, or we can put something about a distaste, taste, waste. Could still, be aligned with the theme here. Like I said, I'm not going to try to be too serious with it. So I said the word I was going to try to use at first was changed. Some of these might actually go good with it, though, the words that they're given with erased. But I'm just going to go with what I originally said. So deep clean my space, furniture rearranged, whiteboard erased, thought it was time for change. And I can change that if I don't want it to say thought it was time for change. I could just say it was time for change. And like I said, if I wanted to go back to that erased part, like if I was being serious, this is what I would do, because I would be like, okay, I see some words that could really go with this and I could really work with. So that's what I would do. It's pretty simple. Like I said, you can go through and check out some of the other features. You can go through the settings if you'd like. But this is pretty much all I use it for. If I'm stuck on a line or a certain word, I would just come in here, type it in, and kind of, run through the words and see what ideas come to me from there. Since I wasn't really being serious with it, but I still like how it kind of turned out so far, I'm gonna save this in here. You don't have to literally save it. Once you typed it in, it's already automatically saved. But what I mean by I'm gonna save it is I'm gonna come back to it and actually see what I come up with it while using the app. And I may do a follow-up video while doing that, or I may not, because sometimes, trying to do a video while actually trying to be serious on a project like this, I don't know, some people can do it maybe, and maybe I can, but sometimes I just need to focus and not be trying to do something else at the same time. Since I only share this brief part of the app, because like I said, this is the only part of the app I use, I don't use any of these other features, I thought I would just briefly go through here and check some of the features out. Down here, I obviously can tell that this is a SoundCloud icon. So when I clicked it, it says add SoundCloud track, enter track URL. I'm guessing that you could put a song in here. I could go through this on the video, but I'm not going to because I don't feel like having to go into SoundCloud. But I'm guessing you could add a song here or a beat. If it's probably mainly for a beat, and then you can write to the beat. This eye symbol, I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh, okay, so this is the symbol to toggle on the highlights for the rhymes, and you can change the colors. Okay, I guess that's neat. This tool symbol, rhyme highlight, so we obviously know what that is. We have a syllable counter. I didn't see anything change there. Let's see. Okay, so once you click on the lines, it's going to tell you how many syllables is in that line. So there's 10 syllables in this line. It's saying there's 4 syllables. It's saying there's 4 syllables in this line. Whiteboard erased. So, it's on point with that. Go back into the tools. Okay, so you can refresh. Let's promote. To make your work public on the block, you must be signed up to Rhymer's block. Would you like to create an account now? I don't want to create an account now. Maybe in that follow-up video, I'll add that in there because I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm not going to create an account right now. But earlier in the video, I said I didn't know what the block is. So now I'm kind of getting an idea of what the block may be. It's kind of like maybe on BandLab, how you can make your songs public once you publish them. I guess on here, if you were to finish a project on here, you can make it public. And speaking of make public, they actually have a tab in here to make, oh, that's where we just came from. Okay, dictionary. Okay, it's nice that they have dictionary. So let's look up, first thing I seen when I looked up was flowers. Okay, you can look up a word and get the definition. Thesaurus, okay, we can do flower again. Let's try another word, happy. Themes. Okay, you can choose. Okay, so they have a dark theme, light theme. Let's try this space black. So space black, this is what your highlights and everything is going to look like when you use that, but you do have to go pro. So if you were to go pro, how much would this be? Buy now for $9.99. All of the themes would be unlocked. All of the fonts would be unlocked. I think I had a list of everything up here. No advertisements, folders, all of the themes, all of the fonts, pro badge on your profile, pro badge on your post to the block, clear to direct message anyone on the block, not just your followers, access to exclusive new features and future updates. So if you don't have the pro version using the block, you can only direct message your followers. So fonts, obviously, you can look at the different fonts and check out how they would look. I do like this one. And you can apply the font. I don't know. Okay, so you cannot apply that font unless you have the pro version, I'm assuming. Move to folder. So I'm guessing if you create a new project or something like this, you can move it to a certain folder you already have. But like I said, I don't use folders. You can print it. I don't have a printer. and I don't see the need to print any of this, so I don't really know why they have that feature, but hey, maybe someone could find it useful. And then you could share it to social media. I don't think I would need to share this like this directly to social media. If I want to share it, I would share it in another way, like maybe the form of this video. And then trash is, are you sure you want to delete this? No, of course not. So going back to the block is where you can see the creativity of others and share your work. To be part of the block, create a Rhymers block account now. Like I said, I don't want to create an account right now, so I'm not going to, but basically we see what the block is now. And I am going to check this out. So I don't know if I'm going to check it out outside of this video or wait till I do that follow-up video if I end up doing that. But that's definitely going to be something I want to check out. Profile, I don't have a profile, but if I wanted to, sign in with Apple or connect with Facebook or sign up with an email, then I could do that. Maybe that'll be something that I check out as well, what having a profile, what features you would get with that, or if there's even a need to have a profile. Going into the settings, edit your profile. We don't have a profile yet. Show curses, show rhyme bar, show predictive text. If you wanted that on, you could toggle that on. Highlight rhymes, autocorrect enabled, auto capitalization. Like I said, if you want to go through all this, you can. I'm not gonna read all this, obviously, but that's pretty much the gist of the app. That's pretty much the app. You may or may not have already heard of this. Let me know, because this is something that I was supposed to share a long time ago, but I still don't really see or hear many people talking about it. So let me know if you've heard of it or not, if you've ever used it or not. If you've used a similar app, comment below the name of the similar app you may have used, or if you would even find an app like this useful, like why or why not, down below in the comment section.